So I really did initially intend to film every single day for April Camp Nano, but it's currently 12:57 in the morning on April 28th, and I've only filmed for like 7 of the days. Potentially a little more, potentially a little less. I'm honestly not 100% sure. But I was sick before April started, and that's gotten progressively worse pretty much every single day rather than better. I still have a cough, but it's not all day long. I've also brought in more of sneezing and sinus issues, headache issues. I'm in way more pain than I normally am. I'm wearing my shoulder brace. I should have a wrist brace on this one, but I can't find the one for my left wrist. I need a wrist brace on this one too, but I'm still working on getting my eczema flared down enough that I can comfortably wear my brace on this hand. And overall, I just don't feel good at all. I've been writing every single day still, but I just haven't had the gumption to film most of the time. It's so far from my brain that it's impossible to even think about sitting down and turning on the camera and filming anything. The reality of the situation is that I'm chronically ill, and in addition to that, I've been sick. The shoulder pain and the wrist pain is related to my chronic illness. I went like this to push Drake off of me last night, and because he was jumping up on me while I was trying to get Willie inside, and just that movement popped my shoulder back really hard, and I lost all feeling in my arm for a few seconds, which happens probably once every month, if not more, and I've been wearing the brace ever since. But that's related to my chronic illness. And there's not much I can do about that. I can try to keep my movements limited, I can try to not do any jarring movements, but even when I don't do any jarring movements, I still do end up getting hurt, and even if I don't get hurt, I'm still in pain. It's just how it goes. Day before yesterday, I woke up with an excruciating headache. I'm used to having headaches. I have headaches every single day, but normally they start out low and crescendo throughout the afternoon, and by evening they're very, very painful, borderline migraine. I also have migraines, but they're not as frequent as the headaches. It was such a throw off to be in such pain in the headache sense of things, because I'm not used to waking up with a headache that intense. But it was a horrible pain here initially, and throughout the day it evolved to pain that I could feel under both eye sockets, especially the right one, and up into my cheekbone here on the right side of my face. And then it spread down to my jaw and my neck and my shoulders and my back. And there were a couple times during the day that I literally just sat down and cried. And it's really hard to get writing done when you're dealing with that. And it's even harder to film when you're dealing with that. At this very moment, I feel mostly okay. My shoulder still hurts. Both of my wrists are killing me. I have a headache. My neck is killing me. My lower back hurts. But it is what it is, and I'm doing my best, because if I don't film it now, then I'm just going to have to scrap the rest of the April Camp Nano videos, and that would suck. So it seems like the last time I updated you was April 8th for Truths and Chains. I think. That's what I came up with when I rewatched the last videos I filmed. So I'm going to update you until the 15th, well, the 14th, and then I'm going to play a clip that I recorded during the 15th, and then I'll come back. But on April 9th, I worked on Truths and Chains, and I wrote 390 words there. On April 10th, I worked on The Surgeon Rewrite, and I wrote 344 words there. On the 11th, also worked on The Surgeon, and I wrote 622 words. And on the 12th, also worked on The Surgeon, and that was 538 words. On the 13th and 14th were Truths and Chains. The 13th was 172 words. The 14th was 246 words. Here's a cute clip of Kinney while I was writing on the 15th, and then I'll come back with updates on the 15th. Doing some writing here on the 15th, and I'll give you an update on stuff from whenever the last time I updated you to now. But I just wanted to show you my cute little boy over here. I'll turn on a light so you can see him. Just cuddling here while I'm doing my writing. Such a sweet boy. He's puppy dreaming, so he was nursing the air for a little bit here, but he had a big stretch, so he's done with the puppy dreaming now. But he's just all curled up here on my lap while I'm writing. I'm working on Truths and Chains at the moment. Again, I'll give you an update later. But all of my notebooks are all the way over there, and I don't want to disturb him, so I'm working here on the 15th, surprisingly. And I'll get into why that's surprising later. But for now, I'm going to get back into writing for a little bit and go from there. I did mention that the 15th was a day that I expected to be incredibly difficult for me, and I think the reason I made a lot of progress that day, and I'll get into that in a few, was because I was distracting myself from the 15th. The 15th would have been Roxy's 11th birthday, and Roxy is the boxer mix that we lost to cancer in December of last year. My life has just not been the same since we lost Roxy, and I was expecting the 15th to be miserable. The day before that, I had been awake pretty much all morning, crying first, and then in a just sleepless blob here on the couch because I couldn't do anything. And then I eventually managed to write some words on the 14th. But all I could think about all day was that Roxy's birthday was the next day. But the 15th, I actually managed pretty well. I thought about Roxy many, many times throughout the day. I wished like hell that she was here. I wished her Ashes happy birthday. But I think writing saved my ass on the 15th, and I'm very thankful for that, one way or another. The 15th was a very, very productive day. I think I was potentially writing a scene that was in the original book. I can't remember 100%, but normally that does make more progress for me. It was either that or I was working on a scene that involved Jamal. I can't remember for certain. The 15th, Truths and Chains, 3,426 words. The 16th through the 18th, I also worked on Truths and Chains. On the 16th, I wrote 156 words. On the 17th, I wrote 240 words. And on the 18th, I wrote 1,278 words. On April 19th and the 20th, I worked on The Surgeon. On the 19th, I wrote 328 words, and on the 20th, I wrote 740 words. On April 21st, I worked on Truths and Chains, and that was 270 words. On April 22nd, I started a new thing. It's been an idea that's been in my brain forever. I finally got the spark to actually start it, and I wrote 778 words there. On the 23rd, I deleted most of it and started over, and I wrote 352 words there. On the 24th, I worked on Truths and Chains, and that was 198 words. My throat needs a break from talking, and my headache needs a break from listening to my voice echo in my head. So I will be back and talk you through the 25th, 26th, and 27th after a quick break. The 25th through the 27th, I worked on Truths and Chains. 25th, I wrote 212 words. The 26th, I wrote 114. And the 27th, I wrote 132. I'm not sure what I'll accomplish today. I'm not sure what I'm going to work on. I'm not sure if it's even going to be a book or if it's going to be a blog post or an animal thing or what. But I am going to sit here and flip through my shit and find out what I'm going to work on for the 28th here. And we'll see what happens. But I'll leave that for another video because I imagine this one's already going to be long as hell. So that's all I've got. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll actually film the next days on time, but I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.